Yo, I'm Bob. Totally blind since birth into Star Wars, talking about Season 2, Episode 13 of The Bad Batch on Disney Plus. 29th episode of the show overall. This one's Pabu. Spoilers ahead. Watch the episode before listening to my thoughts. Jumping right in. You were warned. I love the Cantina Brawl at the beginning of the episode. It was interesting seeing the Cahoons or Cohuns again. They pronounce the name of this insect two different ways. If you read the abridged or unabridged versions of the Attack of the Clones movie novelization, or listen to it, I should say, on audio. So cool seeing this stinging insect again. Right before Hunter pins it to the wall with a knife, of course. I liked hearing Steve Blum back voicing Lance Crowder in this episode. Love whenever he's voicing Star Wars characters. Loved him as Zeb in Rebels. So cool that he's doing a bit of voice work here in Pabu. Let's see here. Anything I missed about the cantina other than the insect and the bar room brawl? I don't think so. Whenever the Bad Batch boards the Marauder, I liked hearing Rhea Pearlman back as Sid, and I love what they did. The creepy demonic voice effect that they added whenever she was threatening them during her transmission recording when she says something about how well we know one another. Her voice just goes an octave deeper, and I don't know, maybe think of The Exorcist. No, she's not possessed, but I expected her to say something like, "Your father Django isn't here with us." I don't know. It was a really creepy scene. I don't know if Sid is going to turn on the Batch. I kind of wonder if that's what they're setting her up to do, because now it seems like Fee is the new Sid. She does seem to be a bit more nurturing concerning these characters. She really wants these guys to have some downtime. She wants to introduce them to a life outside of running from the Empire. She wishes they would settle down. She wants Omega to have some downtime. She wants to allow her to be a kid. And so we do get to see that when they arrive on Pabu. I like that storehouse of treasures as well. It made me think of a certain Chiss who appreciates art from various cultures. I bet Thrawn would have a field day if he got to explore that storehouse filled with treasures from across the galaxy. They're probably not worth very much, but I mean, we all know how much Thrawn does enjoy art, and I would imagine there are quite a few artsy finds in this little storehouse on Pabu. Not that we'll ever see Thrawn visiting the planet, but couldn't help thinking of him there. So we get to meet Shep, the mayor of Pabu. He's voiced by Imari Williams, and when I heard Liana, I knew that voice from somewhere. They don't narrate the credits in terms of the audio description track yet in the Bad Batch. So I had to do a bit of digging, and she is voiced by Andy Allo, who plays Nora in Upload there on Amazon Prime. So I knew I'd recognized that voice from somewhere. It took me a little bit to find that out, but I thought that was pretty cool. So we get a natural disaster in terms of our big threat in this episode. But before that, I did enjoy Wrecker eating all that food. And whenever they got to dessert, I couldn't help think of the 90s Burger King slogan when he goes, "I love this place!" And that was kind of funny. I'm not eating from our local Burger King anymore because folks are getting food poisoning, but it did make me crave a double whopper. I don't know why, because he was eating fruit. So, yeah, the big natural disaster was interesting. I liked that talk of the Empire just before the wave hit, because, of course, they're setting the folks up for an Imperial attack. I'm pretty sure that is going to be going down at some point on Pabu. At least I hope so. I mean, we're getting to know these characters. We get an episode in which Omega is having a boat ride with Liana. She's allowed to laugh a little bit. And I like how the Bad Batch is just now realizing, oh, yeah, Omega really hasn't gotten to socialize with other kids. So she's getting to do a bit of that in this episode. And, I mean, the natural disaster, the tsunami comes and goes, and now the Bad Batch is having to stay on Pabu to repair the damages there. They want to. They like the atmosphere of the planet. And I think the highlight of the episode for me was, well, I mean, the little Attack the Clone reference there with the Cahoons on whichever planet they were. And I'm not really sure what they're going to be doing with Sid, but I mean, definitely thought about what Malegi had mentioned in Faster about Sid really not having turned over a new leaf. I don't know. I'm wondering if she's going to sacrifice herself at some point anyway. If she does do something horrible, she's going to redeem herself. Maybe before she bites the big one. I don't know. But always cool to hear Rhea Pearlman voicing this Trandoshan character. I was kind of hoping for just a little bit of B's story on Mount Tantus, but none of that in this episode. But we do get that in Tipping Point, and I cannot wait to get into that episode. I've actually only seen that once. We are a couple days away from the final 2 episodes airing back to back, and I cannot wait for those either. So yeah, I guess next time we're going to be talking about Tipping Point. Be here for that, and may the Force be with you.